Hi, I'm Rachel Tessman from StampYourArtOut.com, and today I'll be showing you some alternate project ideas that I came up with using the contents of the May 2015 My Paper Pumpkin Kit from Stampin' Up, titled Birthday Bundle. In this kit, you get enough supplies to make 6 cards and 4 matching gift bags. You can put them together as is according to the directions and be ready for some upcoming birthday celebrations. Or you can use some of my ideas that I'll show you in today's video and create something completely outside the box. Paper pumpkin kits include everything that you need: the stamps, the ink, the pre-cut and scored cardstock, embellishments, special adhesives, and full directions with a link to a how-to video from Stampin' Up. Maybe you've seen these fun kits before, and maybe you haven't. But in either case, if you want to try them out for yourself and you are a new subscriber by June 10th, you will be able to save 50% off your first 2 kits when you enter this promo code. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is just one of the many creative products our company offers. It's one of my favorites because it's affordable, filled with lots of goodies, and comes right to my mailbox each month. I love to get creative with the items inside, so I share all sorts of fun projects for each month's kit in videos and on my blog. And I share even more ideas privately with those who subscribe, choosing me as their demonstrator. Not a subscriber yet? You'll want to be after checking out what can be created with these very affordable kits. I'm excited to share. So let's get started. Keep in mind, most of the extra tools that I use in this video can be purchased from me in my online store. Our first project will be 12 by 12 scrapbook pages. You're going to need 8.5 by 11 sheets of white cardstock. You'll need, from the kit, the tissue paper, 6 of the card bases, the stamp, the ink and the stamps. And then I added in some extra colors. I added Calypso Coral, Bermuda Bay, and Daffodil Delight to add more pizzazz to the page. I'm going to use rhinestones. I'll need my snips, paper scissors, and then some snail adhesive and my 12-inch paper trimmer. To begin, we're going to trim our tissue paper and our card bases down. So I've already trimmed off that fold. We don't want that fold in there. We're just going to go ahead and trim some wide, let's do them 1-inch wide pieces. I've kept the tissue paper folded so that it fits into my cutter. And you can trim, because it's very thin, you can trim through all those layers at once. And I've made them different sizes on purpose. Then for the card bases, you're going to trim off the dark blue, the Island Indigo color, and then you're going to trim that down to fit inside the other piece. So we're going to make this 4 1/16 and 5 5/16. You could go even further in. You could cut it to 4 by 5 1/4 if you'd like. That might be easier for any math challenge people. I just wanted a thin border though. Now we'll go ahead and add this using some snail adhesive right to the center. And now we have 6 panels on which to put our photos for our pages. Then these will open up and we'll just attach them to the pages like this. I'm going to kind of put them on diagonally, and you can see through them. So that's the effect I wanted. I wanted kind of some transparency, which is what we're going to do with the balloon images too when we stamp those on the pages. I'll be right back. So the best way I found to adhere the tissue paper is to first lay out where you want your photos on the page. Lay your tissue paper down. Make sure that you've got the photo areas on top so that you can see where you can add adhesive. So I'm just going to add adhesive underneath this photo layer and then attach the strips down, wrap them to the back, and attach them that way. I was laughing off camera because I put all this adhesive down on here, and then when I flipped it over, it was attached to my grid paper and I couldn't get it up. So don't do that. Just put it underneath where the strips are going to go. Okay, after you've done that, then you can attach your photo mats and we can start a stamping. So I want that overlapping look again, just like I got with the tissue paper. So when I stamp my balloons, I'm going to overlap them and the colors are going to blend. You won't be able to tell too much with the blue and blue next to each other. Maybe you can. But when I add the yellow, that'll be a fun look too. So let's add another balloon way up high. Odd numbers are always good. We're just going to put one up here. We'll clean off our stamp and add a yellow balloon right between these guys here. Now you can see the overlapping colors and it just looks like transparent balloons. Let's add some string coming off the balloon. And here's a trick so that you don't get the full string. Just ink up a part of the stamp. The last step is to add our title and some sequins. This could be a birthday page, it could be retirement. Let me show you the two pages right next to each other real quick, and then I'll add the sequins. So there we go. And here are our completed Celebrate pages, and you can see the sequins. I added a couple next to the word Celebrate and a few next to each cluster of balloons. Make sure that you go to my blog to see the photos, then you can see them up close more. So now that you've used up all your cards for the scrapbook pages, what do you do with all these extra bags? Well, I have a few ideas for you. So introducing bag ideas. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is show you another way that you can look at your bags. You can look at them without the little panel on top, the little flap. So I trimmed mine so it was 6 by 6 here, and I'm going to open that up and stuff it with some fun stuff. But first, let's stamp those little squigglies coming down from the balloons. Next, I'm going to add one of these larger balloons to the front. But I'm going to add it so that I'm seeing just the white side. Because what I'm putting inside the bag might clash with that orange Calypso coral color. So I just want to keep it pretty neutral. Then I'll open up my bag. And I've already got some fun stuff that I found at Target. And it needs to kind of have some lift on the bottom there. So I found these fun bubbles, and they were just $1 for a 3-pack. So I thought that would be kind of fun to see behind the balloons here. So then you can add different color balloons that way. You can fill it in the back so that it kind of holds its shape. See? And then if you want to, you can change it out and make the colors something else. Let's finish the bag. And here's a fun take on the gift bag. The bubbles are showing through with their colors. I added some rhinestones to make it look like the balloon had a little shine to it. I put a little panel of the yellow tissue paper behind this banner so that it matched the yellow that was inside. And there you go. Just a fun kind of little box bag. Let me show you another one. With this next gift bag, you'll want to have a punch that's small enough to fit into the holes of where the balloons are. So I found this little 1/2-inch punch that we carry, and it fits really well in here. And you'll just punch random little circles here and there just to add a little bit more window space in the front of your bag. And then I've taken some tissue paper and cut it down to size so it fits right behind, and I'm going to add that. Maybe we'll put some adhesive right in here. Next we'll take a tea light And at night, when we're having a birthday party in the backyard with the campfire and all that, and you can illuminate your backyard or your deck with a whole bunch of little birthday balloon decorations in your backyard. Okay, another fun idea. Let's take and trim off the bottom part of this balloon. So now it's a big oval. Let's take our Calypso Coral ink and a sponge, and you could use a dauber for this. I prefer sponging when it comes to the edges of something. So we're giving this more of a 3D look, making it look like it's got a little depth to it. And then we're going to take a couple pieces of scrap white from our kit. We'll just use these tags since I didn't use them that much. And we're going to stamp them with our balloon in the dark color that comes in the kit. And then we'll trim them out. And you can leave the bottoms as is because they're just going to go inside and not be seen. But let's attach this guy to the front of our bag, covering up the bottoms of the balloon areas right here. So now what we're doing is we're creating a little funny face. So let's take and add this guy behind here. And we'll add this one behind here. Oops. So we got fun little eyeballs going. We're going to add some eyebrows now. And then the last step is to add a little bit of hair. So you can put your gift inside here. And I'm just tying on lots of strands here. You want to already have your gift inside of here before you do this. And then we're just going to fray this. And there's the finished bag. Isn't he cute? I actually used a comb to help separate a lot of these fibers from the twine. Now I'd like to share with you all the projects that I did in parts 1 and parts 2 of this video. Here are the traditional scrapbook pages, the project life page. Let's see if we can fit this in here so you can see most of it. Fun gift bags. There's our little guy. And here's the one that you put a tea light in. Probably an electronic one. And then we had more of a box-like bag, the one with the open top that you can see the bubbles through. Some fun gift ideas for the teachers. Little sunshines on there. Also did this alternate card idea, a Z-fold, and this fun gift card holder, which would be great at this time of year for people who are graduating or have birthdays. And then of course there are the bag and card that you're supposed to be making with this kit, but we like to think outside the box. If you missed any of these projects, be sure to check out the other video that goes along with it. I did 2 parts for this kit this month. And I also have another bonus card that I will be featuring on my blog. Thank you for watching. It builds creativity to think outside the box. Be sure to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe so that you can catch more paper pumpkin videos that I've shared using past kits and more that I'll share with future kits. Also, be sure to visit my blog at stampyourartout.com so that you can view close-up photos of all these projects and see photos of other paper pumpkin kit ideas. Then, of course, to see some exclusive projects, get your Paper Pumpkin subscription started with me as your demonstrator. Remember that through June 10th, it is 50% off for the first 2 months for new subscribers. I hope you all enjoyed this video tutorial. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.